morning students, hope you all are good and safe at home. We are doing trigonometric functions and next topic is related to periodic function. First of all, we should know about that what do you mean by periodic function. All are trigonometric functions, that means all 6 trigonometric functions are periodic functions. How? This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, this is negative x-axis, this is negative y-axis, and this is the result. And in previous videos we learned one rhyme: add sugar to coffee. This is the rhyme we learned: add sugar to coffee. It means all positive, here sine theta, and of course its reciprocal, which is cosecant theta. Here T for tan theta and its reciprocal cot theta. C for cos theta and its reciprocal secant theta. This is the second quadrant, this is the very first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. In first quadrant all trigonometric ratios are positive, in second quadrant sine and cosecant are positive, in third quadrant tangent and cotangent are positive, and in fourth quadrant cos and secant are positive. If you know how this occurs, this is in the very first video, that means first video of trigonometric functions. You can learn by watching that video. Kindly watch that video, this will be clear to you how this occurs. So all these 4 quadrants contain some trigonometric ratios. In second, that means in second quadrant which trigonometric ratios are positive, and in third and in fourth, vice versa, and as well as in first. Now here this lines is your 0 degree angle. This is your 0 degree angle, because angle always making with x-axis, positive x-axis. Of course, if lie coincide on x-axis, of course the angle will become 0 degree, because no angle will be, if line is there, my marker is just line, this line is just lying on x-axis, just lying on x-axis, because angle, how angle occurs? Whenever, if the base is your x-axis and a ray which is making with x-axis, the angle, that angle is your which is denoted by theta, alpha, beta, but whatsoever you want to take. So here this ray, whenever it coincides, so our theta will become 0, our angle will become 0. So this is the 0 degree angle. Of course, x-axis and y-axis are connected with 90 degree. So this is second angle is, I am removing x-axis, y-axis, because we know that this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So here I am getting 0 degree, and here of course 90 degree. Yes, the angle is 90 degree. Now there are 2 ways to write the angle. One is in degrees, 0 degree, 90 degree. Of course we are writing the angles in degrees, but there is one more way to write the angles, which is in pi, which is in terms of pi. How? 90. Pi is your 180 degree. What is pi? Here pi is radian. We can denote the angles in 2 types. One is degree, that you already know, and second is in radians. Radians means in terms of pi. In terms of pi. So pi's value is equals to 180 degree. So 90 degree, how can we? Because whenever we divide 180 by 2, we are getting 90 degree. So instead of 90 degree, I am writing pi by 2. Our next angle is, because here on x-axis it is 0 degree or 0 radian. Next is pi by 2. Of course, this y-axis and this negative x-axis, of course the angle is 90 degree again. So pi by 2 plus pi by 2, it is 2 pi by 2, that means pi. And of course this negative x-axis and this y-axis is also connected with 90 degree. So here the angle is pi, and of course we are covering 90 degree, it becomes 3 by 2, and of course in 3 pi by 2, whenever we are adding 90, we are getting 4 pi by 2, which becomes 2 pi. Here again we are getting 2 pi. And second thing that you are observing, we are going anti-clockwise. First of all, I find out this angle, then I find out second angle, then third angle, then fourth angle, then again I am on the very first situation, but the angle is different. It is 2 pi. So whenever again in 2 pi, if I am adding pi by 2, I am getting 5 pi by 2. Next angle is 5 pi by 2. Again in 5 pi by 2, if I am adding pi by 2, I am getting 6 pi by 2, which is 3 pi. Whenever I am adding pi by 2 in 3 pi plus pi by 2, which is 7 pi by 2. So, what you are getting that here on x-axis, positive x-axis, angle is 0. Positive y-axis, angle is pi by 2. Then negative x-axis, angle is pi. Negative y-axis, angle is 3 pi by 2. Then again, we are getting 2 pi. Here 5 pi by 2, 3 pi, 7 pi by 2. And again, if we are adding 7 pi by 2, if we are adding pi by 2 and 7 pi by 2, we are getting 4 pi. So that means if we are rotating, that means just like a cycle, anti-clockwise cycle, we are getting more angles. That means we are going to infinity. Infinite angles are there, and after a period, that means on x-axis 0 degree, 2 pi and 4 pi, all are lying on this positive x-axis. That means values of trigonometric ratios will become same at 0, at 2 pi, at 4 pi, so on up to same. The value of trigonometric ratio at pi by 2, at 5 pi by 2 is same. Same as value of trigonometric ratio at pi, 3 pi are same. Same with the values of all trigonometric ratios at 3 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2 are same. So that means after a period I am getting the same values. That means anti-clockwise, first I am on 0. After one cycle, that means after one circle, after one cycle, which is 2 pi, which is 360 degree, I am getting the same answer again. Again, after another period, I am getting the same answer, but the angle will be different. Angle will be greater, but the answer will be same of trigonometric ratio. So this is called periodic function. That is why all the trigonometric functions are called periodic functions. Another thing, that here I am getting always pi, I am adding pi by 2 always, and I am getting the next angle. That is the only thing that I am doing. So, but the shortcut way is how to get the angles. Here 0, I am just on x-axis. Here 0, this is pi. 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi. Another angle will be 5 pi. Here the next angle will be 6 pi. Here the next angle will be 7 pi. That means 0 means 0 pi. 0 pi, 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi, 6 pi, 7 pi, again 8 pi, 9 pi. I am getting the angles. And whenever I am on y-axis, so I am getting angle pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2. Next angle will be 9 pi by 2. Next is 11 pi by 2. Here's the next angle will be 13 pi by 2. Here's the next angle will be 15 pi by 2. So I am getting right with this shortcut way, I am getting the angles very easily. So I don't need to add pi by 2 always to get the angles. So I can find out by this way as well. And second thing, but you are observing that on an x-axis, on horizontal line, which is your x-axis, we are getting the angles which is in terms of pi only. That means which are coming with pi. Here the constant terms with pi. 0. Can I write 0 as 0 pi? 0 pi, 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. All angles are in terms of pi. On x-axis, we are getting angles in terms of pi. And on y-axis, we are getting angles in terms of pi by 2. How? Here it is 1 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2. Of course, the odd numbers are coming with along with 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. But all are coming with pi by 2. So, y-axis, that means vertical line is in terms of pi by 2. All angles are in terms of pi by 2. Again I am saying horizontal line means your x-axis always takes the angles which are in terms of pi, and y-axis considers the only angles coming along with pi by 2. So remember this thing, x-axis means horizontal lines means the angle along with pi, and vertical line means y-axis means angles along with pi by 2. Hope this thing is clear to you. And second thing, of course we are anti-clockwise, of course we are getting positive angles, that means we are getting 0 to infinity, the 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. So we are getting positive angles. So anti-clockwise, in first video I already told you that when we are going anti-clockwise, that means we are always getting positive angles. So this is the thing, this we have already proved that we are getting we are getting positive angles when we are going to anti-clockwise direction. Hope this criteria is clear to you. Now let's remember one thing more, that whenever trigonometric ratio is coming with angle in terms of pi, that means if we are having sine pi plus theta, let's take any theta, even sine pi minus theta, sine 3 pi plus theta, sine 5 pi minus theta, that means all angles are coming along with pi, 5 pi minus, pi plus, pi minus, 3 pi plus. Whenever the angle is having pi, whenever the trigonometric ratios angle is having pi, in that case there is no change in trigonometric ratio. There is no change in trigonometric ratio means 5 pi minus, sine will remain sine, we are getting the answer sine theta. Sine of 5 pi minus theta's answer will be same as sine theta, but one thing more, where is 5 pi? 5 pi is here, 5 pi minus, minus means we are going opposite side, minus means this is your hand, whenever your hand is moving anti-clockwise, that means we are on positive direction. Whenever your hand goes clockwise direction, that means you are in negative direction. So 5 pi minus, of course my hand moves upside and this is clockwise direction. Of course 5 pi minus is saying clockwise direction, pi plus is saying anti-clockwise direction, plus is saying anti-clockwise direction, minus is saying clockwise direction. So 5 pi minus, that means clockwise direction, and 5 pi minus means I am on second quadrant. This is your second quadrant, and in second quadrant sine theta is positive. So I am getting answer positive sine theta. So what will occur whenever sine pi plus theta is there? Of course in terms of pi, no change. I have already told you, in terms of pi there is no change. That means sine will remain sine, sine will remain sine, and the next angle is sine theta, pi plus, that means anti-clockwise direction, where is pi? Here is pi, pi plus, this direction, that means pi plus is third quadrant, pi plus means angle pi and some angle we are adding in pi, that means the little angle, the shortest angle we are adding in pi. So pi plus is third quadrant, And in third quadrant, I know sine is negative because in third quadrant tangent and cotangent is positive. So I am getting here the value is minus sine theta. This is minus sine theta. Again, now pi minus, sine pi minus. Of course, the angle is in terms of pi, so sine will remain sine. So what about the negative or positive sign? Sine minus, that means clockwise direction, here is pi. Pi minus second quadrant. Of course, this is clockwise direction. Second quadrant, in second quadrant sine is positive, so I am getting positive sine theta. But you are watching sine 5 pi minus theta and sine pi theta. Both the answers are same. It is plus sine theta. Now, in case of sine 3 pi plus theta, of course the angle is in terms of pi, so sine will remain sine theta. 3 pi plus, where is 3 pi? Here this is 3 pi. 3 pi plus, that means anti-clockwise direction. And in anti-clockwise direction we are in third quadrant, and in third quadrant sine is negative. So I am getting minus sine theta. So sine pi plus theta and sine 3 pi plus theta's values are same, which is minus sine theta. So these are periodic functions. We can get the same answer after a period. You can get, but you are watching that after a period, 5 pi minus theta and pi minus theta, we are getting same answers, and for pi plus theta, 3 pi plus theta, we are getting the same answers as minus sine theta. What about another trigonometric function? If we are having tangent 2 pi plus theta, of course angle is in terms of pi, tan will remain tan theta. First of all, we will write tangent as it is. Now 2 pi plus means anti-clockwise direction, so anti-clockwise direction. Where is 2 pi? Here it is 2 pi plus. This is 2 pi plus anti-clockwise direction, that means first quadrant, and in first quadrant all are positive, that means tangent will also be positive. I will get tangent theta positive tangent theta. If I am having here secant 8 pi, of course angle is in terms of pi, so secant will remain secant. 8 pi, where is 8 pi? Of course 7 pi, then 8 pi will come here, 8 pi will come here. 8 pi minus, that means clockwise direction. This is clockwise direction, here 8 pi is there, clockwise direction is this. So clockwise direction, and we are getting fourth quadrant. Here 8 pi is there, on this line 8 pi, angle is there, 8 pi minus, we are getting fourth quadrant. And in fourth quadrant, secant theta is positive. So I am getting secant theta as positive answer. Hope this thing is clear. Whenever you are on horizontal line, that means angle is in terms of pi, no change will be there. That means sine will remain sine, cos will remain cos, tangent will remain tangent, cotangent will remain cotangent, secant will remain secant, cosecant will remain cosecant, and cotangent will remain cotangent. But the change will be there. The change of sign will be there according to the quadrants. If we are going 4 pi minus, this is 4 pi minus means clockwise direction. This is clockwise direction. So we are getting fourth quadrant. If we are having 2 pi plus is anti-clockwise direction. We are having first quadrant, as well as same as if we are having 3 pi minus. 3 pi minus means clockwise direction, second quadrant. And if we are having 5 pi plus means anti-clockwise direction. So this is your third quadrant. So by this way we are getting quadrants, and according to the quadrants we are getting positive or negative sign. Because in second quadrant sine and cosecant are positive, third quadrant tangent and cotangent are positive, and in fourth quadrant cosecant and secant are positive. Rest are negative in the respective quadrant. And in first quadrant all the 6 trigonometric ratios are positive. Hope this criteria is clear. Let's do one question depending upon this criteria. Now if you are having first question is cos 210. So in terms, if I just want to write in terms of pi, how can I write cos 180 degree plus 30 degree. Of course 180 degree is pi. Here angle is in degrees, so I have to write or solve the answer in degrees, or if the question is in terms of pi or pi by 2, that means in radians, that take the angle in radians. Now it is in degrees, so I am taking degrees only. So can I write 180 plus 30? Of course pi plus theta. Here in terms of pi angle is there, so cos will remain cos 30. But what about the quadrant? This is 0, 90, 180, 270, or if you want to write the angles in radians, this is pi by 2, this is pi, this is 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, of course 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, and here pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 by 2, pi 2. This is the shortcut way, I already told you, and anti-clockwise direction. So 180 plus, that means pi plus, where is pi? Here it is pi, that means on this line pi. Pi plus, that means anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise direction is this. Or if you are getting confused anti-clockwise or clockwise direction, what you can do? You can write here your clock timing is 12, here it is 3, 6, 9. You can write the numbers, so you can't get confused then. So pi plus, whenever you are going from 9 to 6, that means anti-clockwise direction, of course. Anti-clockwise direction is positive plus, and this is your third quadrant. Of course pi is this line. This is third quadrant. Add sugar to coffee. So it is tan and cot are positive, sine and cosecant are positive, cos and secant are positive. So we need to find out for cos. Cos in third quadrant. Of course cos in third quadrant is negative. And we know that from table, we know the value cos theta value is under root 3 by 2. So our answer is minus under root 3 by 2. Let's do one more question. Tan 330. Can I write 360 minus 30? What is 360? 2 pi is your 360. 2 into 180, which is 360. So 360 is 2 pi. 2 pi minus. Of course the angle is in terms of pi, so tan will remain tan. I'll get tan 30. But what about the sign? 2 pi minus, that means clockwise direction. Where is 2 pi? Here is 2 pi. 2 pi on this line. 2 pi minus clockwise direction 3 to 6. That means if we are on 3, we are going to 6. This is clockwise direction. So it is saying fourth quadrant. This is first, second, third, fourth. Fourth quadrant tangent is negative because cos and secant are positive. So this is minus tan 30. And what is tan 30's value? It is 1 by under root 3. And of course minus sign is there, so it is minus 1 by under root 3. Hope the questions are clear. So I am doing one assignment related to these questions where the angles are segregated in terms of pi. Now in next video we'll do when the angles will be segregated in terms of pi by 2, and how that question will we'll learn later on in the next video. Till then, stay home and be happy. Thank you so much.